Jungle.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Josh Wallace Show, episode 5. Thank you all so much. We are almost to 400 subscribers. I cannot thank you enough. I remember before starting this channel, I talked to my family about whether or not I should start a sports talk show, and I was kind of worried about, well, what if people don't watch it or like it, or, you know, it takes a lot of subscribers and everything to build the YouTube channel and all that, so, and build an audience. And you guys have made this YouTube channel the way it is right now, and we're just a month in and we're just getting started, and I thank you so much. I wanted to share a little bit of my story, my sports story. I was born in Phoenix, Arizona, and when I was 3.5 years old, me and my family moved up to Portland, Oregon, and Arizona has always had a very special place in my heart with sports. I've always been a huge Diamondbacks fan, Suns fan, Arizona Wildcats fan in college basketball, and Phoenix Coyotes, and of course, yes, the Cardinals too, but I'm a huge Packers fan, and I love Arizona. And I wanted to show you all a little bit of my Arizona collection. And thank you all so much. And as well as my story being a ball boy for the Portland Trailblazers when I was in high school. So that was a dream job of mine. And God is good. And so you can do anything you set your mind to. And let's go. Let's get into this episode. My grandmother, God rest her soul, sent me this Lute Olson newspaper article, and this whole entire newspaper talks about Lute Olson's success as an Arizona Wildcats head coach, the all-time greatest Arizona Wildcats head coach, of course. There's the national championship in '97. We beat Kentucky. His 589 wins to 187 losses, 4 Final Four appearances, 11 Pac-10 titles. And here's all the greats that he coached: Sean Elliott, Anthony Cook, Brian Williams, Chris Mills, Khalid Reeves, Damon Stoudemire, Mike Bibby, who I love, Mike Bibby, Michael Dickerson, Jason Terry, Richard Jefferson, Andre Iguodala, Channing Frye, and then, of course, the newbies now. Of course, DeAndre Ayton was under Sean Miller. He was the number 1 overall pick. Diamondbacks newspaper articles. The defense begins. There's Kurt Schilling, Randy Johnson, Batista. And that was the 2002 season, right after we won the World Series in 2001. Here is, let's see, this is Mark Grace, and here is Tony Womack also running the bases right there. Most Diamondbacks and most D-backs will wear rings. Here's a article with showing off the 2001 World Series championship ring when we beat the New York Yankees in 2001. One of the greatest World Series of all time. Patch auto, numbered 24 of 34 from Immaculate. And when Charles Barkley signed with Panini, they started pumping out these patch autos of him in the Suns, Sixers, Rockets, 4 of 15. The red version of Charles Barkley. There's a beautiful auto on that from Immaculate. This one is a premium edition, numbered to 14, and that's in his home jersey, going up for a layup. Man, that's such a cool shot of Charles Barkley right there. So, like I was saying, I love the Suns. I love the Phoenix Suns. You know, like I was saying, I was born in Phoenix, and man, that's just beautiful. This is in a flawless number 25 2-color patch with a sweet signature of Charles Barkley and him going up for a slam right there, sealed, of course, and that is a really, really sweet piece right there. Fortunate to have that. Here are some Kevin Johnson. He was an all-time great point guard for the Phoenix Suns. This is a gold number 10, numbered 3 of 10. There's a jumbo patch right there, 3-color patch from Flawless. And that patch is insane. That patch is nasty. Super cool patch. Here's another one, Kevin Johnson. This one's numbered to 15. This is the red version. From Flawless as well. So that patch is really awesome. Love the Phoenix Suns colors, of course, with the orange, purple. So sick. Here is a Dan Marley gold 3-color patch auto. And this is actually jersey numbered. So it's numbered 9 of 10. His jersey number when he was with the Phoenix Suns, numbered 9 of 10. So that's super nice. And these golds are really, man, look at that shine on there. And here's one that is a gold as well. And this is also jersey numbered 9 of 10, 2-color patch auto of Dan Marley. And those are the newer Suns jerseys from like the early 2000s. So this is in a 1-touch here. And this is my Arizona Diamondbacks Luis Gonzalez patch that I bought. And he was the, he hit the game-winning single into center field, right over Derek Jeter, right over the second base. And the Arizona Diamondbacks won the World Series. And there is a patch from his game-worn jersey, which is really cool. And of course, I love the Arizona Diamondbacks jersey colors too. The retro jerseys with the turquoise and the purple and the white. And this one's numbered to 59, so 17 of 59. My best friend Steve-O bought me this Phoenix Coyotes puck. And that's really, really cool. Love it, love it, love it. My mom bought me this Phoenix Suns ornament when I was a kid. That's super cool. And my dad bought me this Portland Trailblazers alley. So to tell you a little bit about my ball boy story of the Portland Trailblazers, I was a sophomore in high school. And a couple years prior to that, me and my mom I came up with this idea of, man, I always see these guys rebounding the balls for all these players, and I want to do that someday. And I thought in my head one time, I was like, man, how can we get in contact with the Blazers? And my mom actually, when I was like in junior high, like right before my freshman year of high school, actually called up the Blazers. And Jeff Clark, he is the athletic trainer of the Portland Trailblazers. And we got in contact with him, and I talked to him on the phone, and I was only 14 at the time, and I had to be 16 to start. And so I had to wait a couple years. So by the time I was a sophomore in high school is when I eventually got the application, wrote a letter into, the Blazers, and got an interview, and God is so good. And I got the position working for the Portland Trailblazers. So I got a lot of pictures of me sitting courtside. There's a cool picture of me. There's Kobe Bryant guarding Ruben Patterson, and I'm right there on the bottom right corner. And there's some really cool photos of me. Great memories. It was a dream job. And I've met everybody. I've met pretty much everyone except for Michael Jordan. And that was one of the best things that has ever happened to me in my entire life. So I was blown away when I got the news that I actually got the position, and I still have my pay stubs from when I was working for the Blazers. And here's my lanyards. I remember the time I met LeBron James, and it was his rookie year, and that was the first year I worked for the Blazers, and 2003, 2004. And after the game, the Cavs were in town, and I was working the Blazers locker room, and Nick Van Exel came up to me and was like, "Hey, bro, go to the Cavs locker room and ask LeBron James if I can have his shoes." And so I was like, okay, no problem. I'll go over and hang out with LeBron James and talk with LeBron James. So I went to the Cavs locker room, and LeBron was just sitting in the back left locker, right by his back left locker, and sat down and talked with him for a little bit, and was just like, "Oh, hey, great game tonight. Nick Van Exel wanted me to come up to you and ask if he could have your shoes that you wore tonight." And LeBron was like, "Oh, Nick Van Exel wants my shoes?" And I'm like, yeah. He wanted me to come over and ask you for them. So, and LeBron was like, "Oh, I only have one pair of shoes this whole road trip. And I'll go talk to him." So that was basically it with my LeBron James experience, but it was a cool one. And just like I say, just so many incredible moments, great memories of working for the Blazers. Thank you all so much for watching the 5th episode of the Josh Wallace Show. We will be uploading every Friday, and I'm looking forward to talking with you about this episode and much more. We're just getting started, and we're going to do box breaks here very soon. And I hope you guys take care, stay safe, and we'll talk soon. God bless you all.